Hello, viewers. Welcome to the program In the Theater. I am Chris Okaka. With me here in the theater is Caleb Osejiate Omokhegbele, the PDP candidate for Esan Northeast Constituency 1 in the Edo State House of Assembly race. Mr. Osejiate, welcome to the theater.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okaka.
Actually, can you please tell us, where are you from, Mr. Osejiate?
Well, like you know, my name is Omokhegbele Osejiate Caleb. I'm from Esan Northeast Local Government of Edo State, Uromi to be precise, and I think that is it.
I was actually asking to know the village where you're from, the ward.
Okay,
because some people may not know. They want to know. They want to know this.
Okay, I'm from Okaka village, and I'm from Ward 1.
So, Mr. Osejiate, can you please tell us, how did you find your way to politics? I mean, how did you get here?
Well, it's a very short story, because in my secondary school and my university days, I never partook in politics. But something happened recently. We have a lot of people clamoring for the youth to come into politics, so that we can take our destiny in our own hands. So something happened that when my grandmother died, and people went to my village for the ceremony, but unfortunately I wasn't there. And when they came back, they called me, and what they told me about the situation of my village wasn't really that okay. So I said, well, I need to start from somewhere. Let me join in the politics of Edo State, and then see how later on I can help to improve the life of the people in my village, and then my community and my constituency, and hopefully my local government and Edo State as a whole.
So for you, politics has not been a lifelong ambition. That's not what you've been dreaming of.
No, I won't say it's a lifelong ambition, but I would say that, just recently, like I said, we've been told that we should try as much as possible with the youth to try and get ourselves involved, So that's why I said, okay, let me see what I can do and what God can help me to do for my constituency.
That's very nice to know.
Yeah.
But as you know, politics in Nigeria today is very expensive.
Yeah.
You have to spend a lot of your own money to get the tickets.
Yeah.
So people may like to know, will you deliver? Note, I didn't say can you deliver.
Yeah.
I have no doubt if you deliver or not. But will you deliver?
Well, I say this over and over again in a lot of interviews. I don't have any other choice than to deliver, because this is like a template for other youths in my constituency and Edo State as a whole. So I just have to try and see how I can open the doors for the youths to come into politics. So if I deliver, I know that it creates opportunities for the people in my constituency and my local government to give other youths a chance, So I would definitely deliver.
Now I know talk is cheap. The reason why I'm asking if you will deliver, knowing that you have spent some money, would you be paying back loans? How did you? Because would you be paying back loans? Because at the time you begin to service where you got money from, won't it deter your performance at the end of the day?
Well, my case is quite different, because I was generally accepted by the people. And for the virtue of being a youth, I would say if the people in my constituency had mercy on me, but they saw a very young man that wants to try and see what he can do for his people, and my constituency is not such a place that they are very money inclined, or they want you to spend so much money to get into position, because they also understand that when you spend so much money, you will not want to deliver, but you will end up, spending so much to take care of yourself and then pay back loans and the rest, and then you'll not be able to deliver for them. So I think they are this kind of people that they've been able to balance what they want and how it has always been. Because everybody don't want the status quo anymore. They want change, So they've been very helpful and that I don't have to go take loan.
So as it is now, we should take it that you will not be servicing only those who sponsored or supported you.
Well, talking about sponsoring and paying those people who supported me, we should understand that I'm running for the office of the House of Assembly to represent the people of Esan Northeast Constituency 1.
What I mean,
the work of the sorry to cut you short. The work of the House of Assembly is to make laws, all right, and not necessarily to do so much. But if at the long run, we have constituency projects and then the money is being provided by the state government, definitely I will do some extra things. But what I want the people of Esan Northeast Constituency want to know is that I'm going to make laws that will be beneficial to the people in Esan Northeast Constituency 1 and Edo State at large.
Okay, that's so nice to know. So at this point, do you have any fear? Are you afraid about the elections coming generally? What if you lose? Do you have any fears?
Well, this will also take me back to the idea of spending so much on taking loans. I don't have fears because politics and elections, either you win or you lose, right? But I'm not scared or because I know that the people of Esan Northeast Constituency 1, they've given me a mandate and I know that they will support me to see it through. But I'm not scared that I'm going to lose the election or the election is not going to go my way.
So, in other words, there will not be any regrets if it doesn't go your way.
There won't be any regrets if it doesn't go my way because I will still try as much as possible to keep on with the good will that I've always been providing for my people. And then, you can always try again. But that doesn't mean that I'm telling you I'm going to lose the election. But I'm just telling you that just in case God is the giver of power and He said it's not your time yet, I'm definitely not going to regret anything. But I'm going to win the election.
That's the spirit of good sportsmanship there, if you ask me. Now, is there anything you would have wished for?
In what aspect now?
I mean, on this political journey of yours.
Yeah.
If you are given a chance to do things repeatedly, what would you do differently? What would you wish that, you would have done this or you would have done that?
Well, this is my first time of going to the political, this is my first time of hopefully going to be elected into the political position, to represent my people. But, growing up, we read newspapers, and the only thing I think I would do repeatedly is to keep on doing the things that the people have elected me to do. So keep on representing them in a very positive way, and then also to bring the attention of the executive from the state level into the rural area where I'm from. So that whatever goes on in Benin City as a whole will also be reflected back home to my people. You understand? Because it's Edo State in general. So what I will keep on doing is to make sure that whatever happens in the atmosphere in Benin City, will also be reflected back home in Oromi, where I'm from.
Very well said, Mr. Osejiate. But if I may ask, have you voted before?
Yeah, of course, I've voted.
Congratulations, you voted before?
Yeah, of course. If I'm not voted before, I don't think the people of Esan Northeast Constituency 1 and even as a whole will give me the mandate to see what I can do differently.
That means you've been on ground.
Yeah.
Your people knows you.
Of course, they do. We have primaries before the main election, right? And, in primaries, we have 5 wards in my constituency. We have Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3, Ward 4, and 5, And in these wards, we have other people that contested with me, right? And they are all very popular, so to say. But the people through the mercy of God, see mistakes that okay, since I've been on ground, let us see what they can do to see how I amend and then make sure I deliver for them.
If I may ask, what do you think makes you different from your opponents, other politicians? What's that one striking difference that you think you want to come add in the political terrain?
Okay, well, I would like to start with my opponent first. My opponent, so to say, is a very matured person, right? And he's in his 50s. I'm just in my 30s. Okay, so I have the backing of the youth. They are solidly behind me in my constituency because they know that this mandate is for them, not just me in person. Alright. And when the mother and the father, when they give birth to kids, they train them and they wish to send them on an errand after training them in school and the rest of it. Okay. So I think these people out there, my parents back in my constituency, like they say, the community gives birth to a child, not just the father and mother. So being that the youth are behind me, and then the parents also over there, they're also behind me, I know that I'm going to try as much as possible not to disappoint them at home. So I will try to make sure I deliver on my mandate to them so that they won't be disappointed. So that when I come back tomorrow for another elected position, they will answer me and give me the mandate.
Now we have a situation at hand, Mr. Secretary. In Nigeria economy today, you understand and you agree with me that the voters are far less than the total number of registered voters. Do you have any idea how we can make more people come out to vote during elections?
Well, I would say a lot of young people have to be involved in the selection of who governs and who leads them. So I would like to admonish a lot of people that they should try and come, a lot of young people now, they should try and come into the politics space, because I realized that my coming out that I wanted to contest, it made a lot of youths go and register that they wanted to vote. Alright. So that has increased the number of voters or registered voters in my constituency. So we have a lot of youths that have not voted before, but because they saw me into the political space and they said, okay, let me go and register so I can vote for this person. So I think what we can do to get these young ones involved in politics and voting is for them to try as much as possible to get involved in politics, and then other fellow youths will register and vote.
That's a nice one. Mr. Osejiate, I would like to know, a lot of people say that politicians are not doing their best. They keep accusing them. But politicians on their own part always say they are doing their best. From your experience, what do you make of this? Is it that the politicians are not sincere, or it is the people that do not understand?
Well, I would say like some politicians are not sincere, okay, while some are very, very sincere, okay. So let's take a case study now. I'm going into House of Assembly by the grace of God, so I'm going to use that as an example. Being sincere means, for a House of Assembly member, it means making good laws, you understand, that will benefit the people in your constituency and the state at large. Then at the end of the day, sometimes you are given constituency projects to do. Alright. So what I would do is, if I'm giving a constituency project to do, I would definitely probably call for a town hall meeting or something, let the people know there is a constituency project that we can do, which is the most important one for us to do. So in my own little way, I would try to be open and sincere with the people I'm representing, so that they will know that I'm different from whoever or any kind of politician they must have experienced before. Alright, so I'm going to be extremely very open, like an open book to my people, because I'm still young and I know where I'm going to very far. So people are now very educated in politics now, such that you can't really take them for granted. So if you take them for granted and you get into a position now, tomorrow you can't, get them to vote for you anymore.
So from your standpoint now, you are telling us that you will do things differently.
Definitely. And actually, my motto for my campaign is a different approach.
A different approach.
Yes. So I know you haven't heard of that before.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm just trying to let you know that things are going to be done differently at this time.
Okay then. With any stroke of luck, say you are elected.
Yeah.
What's that one thing that you will do for your people? I mean, what legacy would you start to leave?
Well, the legacy I will strike or try to leave behind is, I think that is what we've been talking about. Being trying as much as possible to be very open, like an open book.
Okay.
And also try as much as possible to represent them in the House of Assembly, and always make sure that I put their concern before mine. So I would definitely represent them wholeheartedly.
So we are almost coming to the concluding part. So who you may want to, the people may like to know, who has the greatest influence in your political career? Who's your role model? Who do you admire in the political space?
Well, I won't really say I admire somebody in the political space. Just like I said, I want to do things differently. So if I admire somebody, I don't think I'll be talking about doing things differently. Rather, I'll be saying I want to do things like a particular politician. Alright. So yes,
That's you.
Yeah. So I don't admire anybody, but I just want to do my best to deliver for the people I'm representing.
You heard for yourself. All we'll be hearing from politicians is that I want to build on, I want to behave like, but you are saying now you have your own approach.
Yes, definitely. Different approach, different from what we've been saying.
Are there any thoughts you'd like to share for us, insights you'd like to tell your viewers? Is there anything that we have not said yet that you would like to talk about? Do you have any thoughts?
Well, I would just like to tell the youth to become a youth, particularly concerning about the youth, right? So I would like to tell the viewers and the youth to get involved in politics. It's not as difficult as it seems to be. Alright. So they have to try as much as possible to go to their locality and get involved in grassroots politics. Because if I wasn't involved in grassroots politics, I won't be here today. So they have to go back to their locality, go back to their village, go back to their ward, go back to their unit, and try as much as possible get registered into a political party. Anyone.
So you'll be doing that?
Yeah.
From the grassroots level?
Yeah.
They didn't just come, they didn't just bring you?
No, nobody can bring anybody. All right.
Wow.
You have to get involved, register as a party member, and also register as a voter. These two things are key. Alright, so if you do that within the next 4 administrative years, you should be able to aspire for something. Okay, so I would just advise the youth to try as much as possible to get involved. I would also like to advise the parents now to try and give youths the opportunity, the chance for them to take their destiny in their hands. Yeah.
Audience, you have heard from Mr. Osejiate Omokhegbele himself. He said he would deliver and he will do things differently. We want to be able to hold people accountable for their promises. So if there's any twist in event, we can always roll back this thing and replay. Is that not so?
Very true.
Thank you for coming on the program, Mr. Caleb. We wish you all the very best in your endeavor, and we look forward to seeing the very best of you.
Thank you so much.
And for you all, thank you for viewing. You can watch Chris Okaka Network on all social media handles. Until I come your way next time, I am Chris Okaka. Remain blessed.